What's going on, Internal Sports fans? We back for another fantastic week. You know it. You can tell who it is this week. Dallas Melvin representing all the way, baby. Got my co-host here, Patrick the Choo Choo's there. What's up, bro?
What's up, H-Town? What's up, everybody out there? You got this old cheap-ass cowboy BS on, huh?
Boy, you know we gonna talk some football. It's NFL free agency. We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. We might not be able to get to all of it today, but we're gonna do our best. But we not start off first off. We in the little studio today, so hop in the chat. Make sure you go on our social media, YouTube, subscribe and like us. Go on our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our TikTok. Make sure you set the notifications so you can get this great content and you can stay up to date with what's going on, brother.
Oh, man, good, man. Just enjoying us, enjoying life, and, just this high school basketball been kind of crazy. I've been going to the last games couple of last days. But
yeah, so let's jump right in, brother. So I know you went to a game last night. So tell us about that one. Tell us about the one leading up to that.
Yeah, Friday night game, Wheatley and Yates. Oh, it was packed. Good HISD class. I got to go support being an HISD product. But it was a good game. It was a lot of craziness going on. But refereeing was horrible now. And all these Yates fans out there, they want to say, oh, the refs cheated. They cheated on both sides. I'm going to tell you right now, Melvin, I swear to God, I think them referees did an early happy hour. I think they went to Turning Point and left Turning Point, went to the D-ball. Then they left the D-ball and said, okay, we're going to go on the field walk and be close to Delmar, hit 59 to 16 East, and they went to Mr. A's and Bessie Mays.
Okay, got you.
Closed out, came there buzzing. But it was crazy, man. But the last minute, they let them play. The kid from Yates tried to penetrate Peter. Shout out to my boy Peter Dorsey. Did a good defensive play, and the other two guys trapped him, and nobody really touched the kid. I don't understand how the kid came back in the game because he pushed the play from Wheeler. They kicked him out. Then he came back, and they played him again, and boy tried to fight the ref.
Yeah, so what happened at the end?
They had to restrain cops and everything.
Cops, coaches,
the principal, my boy wife, shout out to my boy, my godbrother Mark Square, and his wife Stephanie Square, his principal. They had to restrain this kid. This kid about to go crazy and about to run. And my understanding, he has a honky who's played for the Rockets. The same guy before they had choked his girlfriend in New York. I don't know the guy. I don't know. There's some serious problems, but at the end of the day, I just hope the kid go get some help. He really do need some help. For us, you trying to go to college, play ball, doing stuff like that ain't gonna get you there. But it was just a good no call. But the referee ran out. Referees ran out the game.
Right.
He took it to another gear when the was chasing after
him. So Wheatley ended up beating Yates.
We beat him by one. Yates was pretty much winning the whole game. But like I say, to everybody out there, the refs was horrible on both sides.
Man,
1 minute in the game, they let them play.
It's tough. I mean, everybody was rocking with Yates all year long. They was going to state championships. So said some of my boys here in Houston.
My boy Peter Dorsey, he had a good game.
If you a Yates fan, Yates graduate, hop in the chat. Let us know how you feel about the game.
Wheatley too.
Wheatley as well. So Wheatley won, and they end up playing who? Lamar, right?
And you chat on that too. The game yesterday, Wheatley was down by 20-something. Lamar came out hot. I don't know. Wheatley came out hot. They came back because see, Lamar got a problem dribbling, and I don't see why Wheatley coach didn't press earlier. And them guys came back. They was down by 23, 25, 16, 15. And them boys never gave up and came back, got it to one. With like 25 seconds in the game. And Wheeler had their chance. I was looking at Lamar coach. I was saying that he might have been putting a for sale sign in his yard if he would have lost that game. Because, boy, they was over there about the fans was going crazy. And I thought one call should have been made when Peter jumped up and got the rebound and shot. I thought that could have been a call. But at the end of the day, those kids, they never gave up and they fought back. I got to give Wheeler a lot of credit. Lamar ended up winning the game. Lamar got a lot of good football players playing on their team, but they can't dribble. So they in trouble.
What you mean they can't dribble?
That's how they came back. They were killing them. Wildcats put that pit wall press on them. They came back, and you can't dribble and struggling like that, and you got a big lead like that, and you in the middle of the fourth quarter?
Right.
Come on, man. But Dallas Carter's the best team. I mean, in that bracket.
We
so
gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
Who Lamar
We gonna
got
get to that.
And it ain't about, I'm just gonna be real with
these
you.
Houston teams,
It ain't about the Houston and all that. But
these Houston
Carter's
teams
good.
go to Dallas, whether it's football or basketball. Ooh, look out, brother. Look out. That's all I gotta say. Look out. We gonna get to the
Westbrook
lineup.
won last year. What are you saying?
We gonna get to Westbrook. And Westbrook going back again this year.
Yep.
They going back again this
We'll
year.
go back to back.
They going back again this year for sure. So, speaking of the Dallas teams, Frisco Heritage, my old stomping grounds, lived in Frisco for a while when I was up in Dallas. They got a Duke signee, Bryson Howard, who is Josh Howard, former Dallas Mavericks, his son. They squeaked out a win against Birdville to go make it a state. They won 65-63.
Talking about Birdville?
Birdville.
That was the team Westbrook played last year. They good.
But yeah, so Heritage beat them to make it a state 65-63 on the last shot at the buzzer.
They good. They got fundamentally sound.
Yep, they fundamentally sound. So congratulations. So Frisco Heritage is going, and it looks like they are going to be playing Beaumont Westbrook.
And that Duke commitment gonna get his behind tore by Garrett. But best players in the era, most underrated players. I don't think you're underrated no more. I'm looking at Westbrook bringing another trophy back home, and I'm looking for a repeat. Bring it back to the triangle area.
So with that being said, we got our boy. Y'all seen him on the show, Miles. He helps us out with our basketball commentary. He's from the Beaumont area. So I'm sure he might be going down because not only is Beaumont Westbrook in the state championship, Beaumont United is in the state championship this weekend against Mansfield Summit. Mansfield right outside in Tarrant County, right outside of Arlington and Grand Prairie. So another Dallas-Fort Worth team making it to the state championship. Woo! Is Beaumont gonna be open this weekend?
Beaumont gonna be a spook time.
It's gonna be a ghost town.
It's gonna be a ghost town in Beaumont. Hey, Beaumont United is good. I'm rocking with them. They're good. That's gonna be really interesting. And like I say, that whole time gonna be definitely a spook town. So San Antonio, it's gonna be pretty big matchups coming.
Yeah, you gotta.
I look at Miami being a big crowd than last year.
You gotta. I'm sorry, man. My phone going out. We got a lot of free agency going on right now with the NFL, kind of like Adam Schefter right now. It's all coming in with the updates for sure. Not only is Fort Bend Crawford made the state championship, and they guess who they gotta play? They play Dallas Kimbo.
Crawford got.
I'm telling you, boy.
Crawford got a team.
Boy,
they got a team.
Them Kimbo boys, they roll the ball out and just score 100.
Carter beat Kimball this year.
Yeah.
Even though Kimball best player left.
You just said Carter had the best team.
Yeah, Carter had the best team. Kimball got a team. You guys got to go through those two teams. But
it's all about that old clip, baby.
Crawford, new school, named after my boy mom, Tori Crawford, still living, I'm sure. Tori probably short, but represent them. But it's gonna be tough. I gotta go with Kimball on that one. It's gonna be pretty tough.
So you going Carter versus Lamar. You got Lamar, right?
I got Carter. Carter good. My thing is to get to a point where we get caught up in areas because it's times that Houston gonna kick them Dallas teams ass.
Mansfield Summit versus Beaumont United. Who you got?
Beaumont United.
I got
Triangle area, bro.
Mansfield
Triangle
Summit,
got a history of winning basketball.
Mansfield Summit, baby. We got Madison versus Orangefield, Dallas Madison. Not
Orangefield. Now another triangle area.
Yeah.
Another triangle area.
I'll take it Dallas Madison again.
Hey, man, I'm going with Orangefield because I'm going to tell you, if they had to get out of here, dude, I know they fundamentally sound. Dallas Madison always rolling. Orangefield.
And then we got to represent Julius from San Antonio. We got to represent him a little bit by way of NO. So North Crowley is going to be playing San Antonio Brennan. Julius, who San Antonio Brennan got shot?
Yep, that's what I'm going with.
You going San Antonio Brennan?
Good lad.
Now let me just clue y'all in on who North Crowley beat to get to the state championship. That perennial power, Duncanville.
Man, Duncanville was lucky to beat Bel Air last year, so it ain't no big thing.
Oh my God, we talked about this.
Brennan, they keep a squad.
We talked about this.
Fleming, they got the kid at U of H. They start leave and they reload.
Oh my
God. The way it looked like.
Come on now. Come on, you high school basketball fans, hop in the chat. Let us know if you're going to the state championship in San Antonio this weekend. Feel free to make sure you take some pics and send it over to us in our social media, in the Tunnel Sports Media on Instagram.
Rep your team.
Rep your team in the chat for sure. From that standpoint, anything else about? Oh, I want to give a shout out to the Pearland Dawson Eagles. They had a great season. They made it to the semifinals. They were the area champs, and then they ended up losing last week.
Summer Creek won, huh?
Summer Creek
shout out to Summer Creek.
Summer Creek beat them.
So, shout out to Summer Creek.
They did a good job, but they had a good season. I got a chance to attend a lot of their games. They have several players going on to play at the next level. So congratulations on another great year.
So can you say congratulations to Summer Creek? That's an
Congratulations, Summer
H-Town
Creek.
team.
Yeah,
I'm sure they whooped somebody button down. Instead of talking about Dawson. Dawson bingo, that game in a week ago. I thought you were talking about Summer Creek. Get them some love now. Hear that, Julius?
Good job.
H-Town team.
Good job, Summer Creek.
Kicked Dawson ass.
Good
They
job,
went to
Summer
state,
Creek.
kicked somebody else's
Good
ass.
job,
So
Summer
give
Creek.
them some love. Dawson, that been over about 2 weeks ago, man.
So before we
gonna slide
transition,
down, we don't want to give our era team no props. Ain't that something?
yeah, whatever.
And Summer Creek gonna win it again probably next year. Everybody coming back.
Before we transition, let's get our minds right again. I'm gonna take some more creative license and give a shout out to my mom. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday,
so
Mama Dallas.
Love you,
Dallas
mama.
Melvin.
Love you, mama. She's 88, so it's a blessing to still have her with us, sharing her wisdom. She in her right mind. I talked to her today.
You a whooping sometimes.
Oh my goodness. So love you,
a
mama.
whooping sometimes, Julius.
So let's talk about. She a big Dallas Cowboy fan too. So she was raised right in East Texas, baby, over in Marshall. So let's talk about NFL free agency. You know what? Let's just jump right into it. Everybody want to talk about it. The shenanigans that went on with Max Crosby.
Yes.
So to give you the history, Max Crosby, one of the top free agents,
top DN,
pass rusher. He was traded to they had an agreement to trade him to the Baltimore Ravens for 2 first-round draft picks. That was negotiated this weekend, but the NFL league year does not start until March 11th at 4:00. So you can make all the promises you want. You can hold hands all you want, but until you sign that piece of paper, it don't matter.
Right.
So Max Crosby, he was in Baltimore on yesterday, took the physical. By the way, he's coming off a meniscus surgery.
Yes.
So but they knew that. Everybody knows that. He's coming off meniscus surgery. Baltimore decided, oh, you know what? We don't like your medicals. We're not gonna make the trade, and then turns around and signs Trey Henderson for $10 million a year less.
Wow.
So here's my thing.
Yes, talk to me.
What you think? I mean, is your word your bond or what? I mean, if you give your word, you're gonna do something, especially as a businessman. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Well, I thought they'd been aware about him getting the surgery, and the surgery he'll be healed by the fall, right?
He'll be healed before training camp.
That's what I'm saying.
So it was a meniscus surgery, and this is the report that I got. And you obviously HIPAA laws, you don't know everything, but he played with the meniscus problem at the end of last year. He wanted to finish the year out. The Raiders shut him down so he wouldn't have more damage to his meniscus. But basically, they say they were just went in there and cleaned it up.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah, they went in there and clean. So if you go in there and clean it up, they put you on crutches for a few weeks, let you do some PT, and then you off and running in about 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, if you just come in, gonna take that on. We have to do it right after the season.
Yeah. So he did it right after the season. He'll be ready for the summertime.
I don't know why they did that. I
know why they did it.
I like the guy that says, don't get me wrong, Crosby the best. Let's just gonna keep it real. But you tell me why you think they did it.
Because they wanted to make a splash because they fired their coach, Harbaugh, who was well liked, and then the defense has been struggling. So you wanted to make a splash in it, and what bigger way to make a splash than to go get Max Crosby, right? But what they didn't calculate on was what they was gonna lose. They had one of the best centers in football, and so once they traded Max Crosby, guess what the Raiders did? They went and signed their center and gave him a record contract. And so now Baltimore got holes. No, they can't get him back. He ain't going nowhere. So Baltimore got holes.
And the crazy thing is going to give y'all guys a shot back possibility because my understanding, it was on the table, halfway on the table. But
so Dallas allegedly offered through sources a first round and a second round pick for Crosby originally. Baltimore offered 2 first-round picks, so Raiders took that offer. Now I bet they wish they would have took Dallas offer. Because right now, you ain't going to get a first or the second round. Not if you supposedly got medical issues.
So basically, Ravens did they self in the butt on this?
Raiders did.
Yes.
Raiders did. Yeah.
Raiders did. Okay.
Raiders did. Ravens, they not coming out smelling like roses because, some teams may not want to deal with them anymore. Well, they're going to have to deal with them, but in free agency, they call it the legal tampering period. When you announce the deal is pretty much done. You're just waiting to sign the paper. It's just waiting to sign the paper. So it's like you propose to your wife. She say yes. Y'all get married. You just waiting to sign the paper, right?
Yep. It's just like dealing with a prenup.
Unless your name is Dak Prescott. Well, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes, too. He proposed. They was engaged. But she didn't want to sign that paper from what I hear. So, they're not together no more. But we ain't going to digress. We'll get into that in just a second. So, here's some other big names before we get into the Texans and the Cowboys, because we got to talk Texans, too. Because, your boy, Coleridge, Bernard Stroud, the fourth, he needs some help. So, they were supposedly going to get him some help. But other big names, so we talked about Trey Henderson. He went to the Ravens on a 4-year, $112 million deal. You think he's worth $112 million? Trey Henderson, the guy from Cincinnati.
Yeah, he can play, man. He can play now. He can ball.
All right.
Yeah.
Another guy.
They had to go get somebody else similar like Crosby.
They did. I mean, it was a great pickup for Baltimore because
you
you got the second best pass rusher, and you didn't have to give up 2 first-round draft choices.
Yeah, they had to give up that. They had to get that up. Yeah.
So you can go get 2 first round. You can go get your first rounder, and then hometown kid from Galveston, Mike Evans. A lot of people thought he was going to finish off his career in Tampa.
Which I did,
Be
too.
a lifelong Tampa Bay Buccaneer. He's won a couple Super Bowls there.
Well, like off the field, Walter Payton Awards and all that.
Yep. He's going to be in the Ring of Honor. He's going to the Hall of Fame. But Mike said he wanted another challenge, man, and he didn't see that team. He's got to be honest about it. He wasn't throwing no shade, but that team ain't going no Super Bowl. It's really not. Everything would have to line up. And plus, Tampa Bay's got a bunch of other receivers now, too. So they got to spread the ball out.
I think he did better staying in Tampa Bay before us getting a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Because we got the talent, but we don't have the coaching. Once again, it's going to keep history.
So when you say we, for everybody that don't know, Mike Evans signed with the San Francisco 49ers.
And they took care of him.
On a 3-year, $60 million deal. So $20 million a year for Mike Evans
in
year 13, 14.
Well, the thing is with Mike, that's considered that's a lot of money for an old man. He considered an old man now.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say, he played like a young man. He still got it. And that boy,
that's a bargain for San Francisco. He gonna outplay that contract.
Oh yeah.
He gonna outplay. He should be getting every bit of $25 to $28 million a year.
Oh, he deserve it.
He deserve it. Because he's still one of the best deep ball.
He's gonna be a guy
and contested catchers in the league.
Right. It's some players just play so good. It's like after the first 3 to 5 years they retired, he going to the Hall of Fame. Mike gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This street kid played 1 year of football. Just a hell of he's just a freak athlete.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to get the loan when he the best.
So a couple other ones that we want to talk about just real quick. Tua got released by Miami. By the way, they still owe him like $54 million, and he signs with the Atlanta Falcons. What you think about that?
Well, Falcons had to sign him. They got desperate, I guess. I think the boy should have retired right when he got hurt. I know that's a whole nother story.
Yep.
Dolphins had to let him go because he wasn't worth that. To me, it'd be a decent backup. Atlanta in trouble as the quarterback position when you think about it because Penders, he's hurt. Cousins, they had to get rid of. So they had to do what they had to do. A lot of people don't understand this position is so watered down. There's not too many great quarterbacks out there and started out there. So,
well, the Atlanta gig works well for him because Penix is rehabbing, and then Penix is a left-handed quarterback. Tua's a left-handed quarterback.
But they both stay hurt.
The thing about it
Injury
is,
prone.
if you're a receiver, and you know this playing football in the past, the ball comes to you different from a right-handed versus a left-handed. Most people are used to catching the ball from a right-handed quarterback. when the ball comes out from a left-handed quarterback, it comes off a little different. And if you're not used to that, so i.e. they go sign somebody else who's right-handed, he's throwing it to him first 6-7 games of the season, and all of a sudden Penix comes in, the ball is just going to start looking a little different. So it makes sense for Atlanta to give Tua a shot if he can stay healthy.
But Melvin, left, right, or whatever, they both injury prone.
For sure.
Once again.
For sure.
So Atlanta ain't got nobody injury prone quarterback room.
And they cut Kirk Cousins.
They had to the cap. Yes. So I don't know. It just, Atlanta is a crazy organization. And it's a lot of.
They got a lot of talent.
It's a lot of things going on behind the scene. I'm really kind of disappointed in the owner because I know the type of person he is. But the way to me, they set Raheem up. I ain't saying the owner did, but the other coaches, they weren't doing what he wanted. So what happens is these coaches will set you up and do things and be disobedient towards you. You're doing it your way, it'll set you up and getting fired. And they have the history doing a lot of black coaches like that. And that's what's going on in Atlanta. And right now, like this right here, they getting to him. I mean, come on, it's going to bite him in the butt.
What's up? What's up, B Jackson in the chat? He said, "Yo, what's up?" So thanks for tuning in, brother. If you listening to us, hop in the chat. Let us know what you think about some of the free agency stuff going on. If you think Tua should have retired,
but like I was saying though, that's to me, it's like you're not helping your quarterback room get him as a backup. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Tua's knowledgeable, but he's been a starter.
Prone.
He's been a starter.
You can talk about all the goodness. If you're injury prone, you're injury prone. Tua's not that good, man.
Well, talking about somebody that's not that good, and I can't believe that's how bad their quarterback room was or is. The Jets went and picked up Geno Smith and signed him.
They need a quarterback, though. They got to get somebody. Rumors out, they want to trade Mills. They want to get a trade for Mills.
Absolutely. Why would you?
And I mean, and they still got another. They probably still can get Mills with Geno being there. So they don't have nobody.
Texans.
They can go to Melvin Yates and get a quarterback. That's
Texans,
how bad they need a quarterback.
If you smart, don't trade Mills. That's your starter right there because Coleridge, Bernard Stroud IV is going to poop the bed. He's been the ultimate pooper. Maybe he feels like since he got a haircut, it's going to help him out. He's going to be running a little lighter.
H-Town Vic took him to South Park.
Is that what he got? South Park got a little edge up. So before we jump into this, we're going to talk about a little more tech. But what you think about Travis Etienne, running back, going to the Saints? What does that mean for Alvin Kamara? Is Alvin gone? Is he old man cut?
That's a good deal, though.
You Saints fans, where y'all at? Y'all happy about that? Come on.
Saints fans been so quiet. I mean, Julius, you're a fan. What do you think?
Julius, our producer, says, till we fix the front office, the Saints are garbage.
So to all the Saints fans out there, get on the chat and let me know. Do you agree with our producer, Julius, New Orleans native, said the front office is messed up? Is it got to get better to get there? He said that front office is bad. So that's a good question to ask. But it's not a bad idea because you got to keep two backfield.
Yeah, no, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. A lot of successful teams. Look at Seattle. They had two backs and they lost one, and we're gonna talk about that. He ended up going to former Super Bowl champ Kansas City Chiefs. Signed the Seattle MVP of the Super Bowl as a running back, and they definitely needed a running back. Seattle did. I mean, Kansas City did to take some pressure off Mahomes.
Yeah.
So we got Chad's rolling in. We got a Steeler fan in here and said trades are crazy. Hope the Steelers pick up someone. What's up, Mark? Mark Lewis in the chat. So Steelers haven't been doing a whole lot other than, so the Steelers did pick up a backup offensive lineman, Brock Hoffman from the Cowboys.
The key thing is
wonder why they picked him up because
the key
McCarthy
thing is they're
going
to pass is Aaron and Rodgers. Are they going to get back together? Because my understanding, they didn't get along in Green Bay. He's the reason why he got to let go, which I'm not a really big fan of the coach either.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I think Aaron, that's the question I got with Steelers fans.
Yeah, you got a lot of disgruntled Saints fans out here. Somebody said they agree with Julius. The Saints are garbage.
Who is that?
Saints are garbage. China, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. What up? So let's talk about these. Before we get to America's team, the real reason why we got to talk free agency today, we're going to talk about these Texans. We're gonna talk about these Texans. So the Texans, they picked up a punter, Kai Kroger. Mm-hmm. Guess they need a punter. Whoopee.
Yeah, special teams win games now.
They re-signed, and Texans did my Cowboys a favor. So they re-signed the kicker Kai Fairburn to $13 million, the 2-year contract, $13 million. So Brandon Aubrey up in Dallas was trying to get $10 million a year, which I said last time on the show he ain't worth that, right? Mm-hmm. You know, they offer us a second round, let him go. So now Fairburn is the highest paid kicker in the league at 6.5 a year. Give Brandon 7. Brandon, you better take that 7 and keep it rolling, brother. You don't want 7? Somebody offer him 7 and give us that second round pick. We'll take it and go get another kicker.
Well, you know all the big kicks he made this year, but then at the end he fell off. But I think that's why they kind of got a little cocky. Because at one time all year he was the best player on the team.
Man, come on.
Stat play.
He wasn't better than Pickens. He wasn't better than CD. He wasn't better than Dak.
Yes, he was. He was better y'all a lot of stuff earlier in the year.
Come on now.
That's how y'all beat the Giants earlier.
Come on now. Come on.
He kicks.
So, and then here's a key signing, though, and I'll give Texans some credit. They got Brandon Smith, right tackle from Indy, 2-year, $25 million. That's a great deal. 2-year, $25 million.
Good. I mean, you got to understand.
He's going to be your starting tackle.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, you got to understand they've been having a leading rusher for the last couple of years.
In Indy,
Indy, because that's one thing I can never understand about that organization. They wouldn't build the line when they should have been building the line for Andrew Luck. And they ended up having the best line after he retired in a building line, and that's why Taylor went to work. So anything off that line, and I know that guy's Brandon is a hell of a player, he's going to be a big impact for the Texans.
So what you think about those moves? Those pretty much been the big moves. They re-signed some of their players. They re-signed Dalton Schultz, Ed Ingram, Trent Brown. They gave Daniel Hunter their top rusher.
Huge. That was a big deal.
Edge rusher.
He's another guy being in the league for a while.
Pass rusher.
Oh, yeah, Hunter's the key. They had to do that. Defense is going to be straight. It's the O. And it's going to be interesting what happened on draft day because they want a young D tackle. They might draft a D tackle in the first round.
Right.
Our fans don't go crazy because they still going to go get in line, like you say, during this free agent. Because I doubt if the kid on the board, he might be on the board. They might be moving up to get him. The kid out of Florida.
David Montgomery. They signed David Montgomery running back, huh?
It's all right. We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah. That's another key. That was a key pickup.
Yes, and they're going to go get a young running back, and you got the running back there now. You can play him as a true third down back.
I don't know about all that.
What's his name? He's a third down back.
Oh, you mean rookie?
Mark. Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, you play Mark as the third down back.
Listen, Texas got to go draft him a young quarterback, a young running back, big boy, young running back. You got Mark, and you got Montgomery. Experience. It's three-leg monster right there. You can't. Come on, dude. You can't get bad. You can't go bad on that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It's hot off the presses. All right. I got to confirm that one before we announce that one on the show. So, Texas, I don't think they're done. It's early in the free agency. They got to add some more pieces.
Everybody got a long way to go. After they do this free agency, you got the draft.
Yeah, you got the draft. They didn't give up any draft picks, so they kept all their draft. They kept most of their draft picks. So let's talk about the Cowboys. They missed out on Max Crosby for now. Like, he's still out there. They can still go make an offer, but because they missed out on Max Crosby, they went and signed Rashawn Gary from Green Bay.
That was a good pick.
They gave a 4th-round pick in 2027. What you think about Rashawn? He ain't no big. I mean,
he's where they need help at.
Okay,
and that was a good pickup. And you know, Green Bay's so crazy. He sit around and got all that from Michael Parsons. Get all that trade for Michael Parsons, and look what's going on now.
We picked up
and
Kenny
they going
Clark,
to get their player.
Rashawn Gary, and we got a draft pick that we used when we got Quentin Williams. So everybody that was in up in arms about Jerry didn't sign the best player, he didn't get the most money. Guess what? We turned Michael Parsons into 3 players that's starting and a draft pick.
Yes.
Name me one player in the league that's worth 3 starters and a number 1 draft pick. I don't care how good you are. Maybe they ain't doing that for quarterbacks.
Not that lie.
They're not doing that for quarterbacks right now.
Unless he coming up like LT, it ain't happening. No way.
Yeah. So he not changing it. He wasn't changing the game like that. So with that being said, they also signed Jalen Thompson safety out of Arizona. They focusing on that defense.
They got to get a safety. That was killing y'all.
Oh man, our safety.
They got to draft a safety, need a safety, need a linebacker.
And then they picked up P.J. Locke. He was a safety from Denver.
That's my guy.
CP came. Christian Parker, DC came from Denver.
That's a hell of a pickup.
What you think about PJ?
PJ's a player. Always been a player.
He gonna get some runway.
Shout out to you, Mr. Locke is dead. That's my people.
Shout out Longhorn, PJ Locke, Longhorn, Texas Longhorn, for sure.
Jaguar
from Beaumont. So he's not projected to start, but he's projected to be a special team.
Nickelback
ace,
and all that. Yeah, he's gonna be good.
And then definitely get some playing time in the rotation. So and then they signed the D tackle, Tito. I'm not gonna pronounce his last name. Ogunbayani from the Chargers. So they got him a Charger. He's a nose tackle, big, stopgap, like you ain't moving him type dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be interesting what's gonna happen to Jerry though draft day, because I really think they're gonna trade up to get Styles.
You think?
They need a linebacker. They need a good young linebacker like that. Downs gonna be gone. It's gonna be hard to get him.
Who?
The other linebacker from Ohio State. But I think they're gonna trade to get that kid.
I think you might be on to something there. You might be on to something. I think you might see the Cowboys trade up to go get Styles. I mean, and if they trade up to get Styles, that defense gonna be scary next year. That defense gonna be scary. It don't really matter who you put in. You still gonna have Deron Bland as a one of the corners. It don't really matter who else you put back there because that quarterback ain't had no time.
Well, I know one thing with the Texans, they trying to build everything in that line. They got to do get the running game so they can run that ball, take the ball out of Coleridge, Bernard Stroud the fourth, and it still ain't gonna work. That's all I got to say with him. It may work, hoping it work, but I don't know.
So some of the casualties from them picking up Rashawn Gary, that D tackle, and Christian Parker is changing the scheme from a 4-3 to a 3-4. So Osa Odighizuwa, their starting D tackle from last few years, they just gave him a 4-year deal. I think it was last year. 4 years, $80 million a year. He's traded to your 49ers, brother.
Yeah, we gonna stack, but once again, Shanahan gonna choke.
So we get rid of Shanahan. That's a starting.
I mean, bro, I've been telling y'all this for the last
tackle.
6-7 years. It's time for a change. Okay, we go. It's just time for a change.
But he get you there.
No, he don't get you there. You gotta get to the Super Bowl. I don't understand y'all talking about people get you there. You gotta get that dude. It's the same history. You get all that talent. It's the same old.
They got the same amount of Super Bowls as Cowboys in the last 30 years, huh?
Hopefully it'll be the last year.
Well, I like our coaching staff coming together.
You got to win, man.
I like our coaching staff coming together for sure. So from that standpoint, Solomon Thomas, a Dallas native, came home for a year from the Jets. He gets moved to Tennessee, back with Robert Saleh for a 7th-round swap. I'm happy for Solomon. Good dude, solid dude in the locker room. But the scheme just didn't fit him. He's more of a 4-3 guy than a 3-4 guy from that standpoint. So I like what the Cowboys are putting together because everybody they picked up was defense.
Well, Melvin, I'm going to tell you like this, and I know you're happy and excited, but you got to calm down, boy, because the reality is
you talking
like
about?
I told you about the 49ers, y'all still ain't going to win no Super Bowl because Jerry Jones still living. As long as he's still living, he can put all that, he can paint that great picture. But can he win a big game?
Jerry
can he win a Super Bowl?
Ain't on the
can
field.
He get to the Super Bowl?
Jerry ain't on the
They
field.
haven't got to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Jerry wasn't on the field when they won Super Bowls. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
He's going to mess it up no matter what, how good he get it.
No.
It's exciting.
So now
it's good for the lead. But at the end,
we got to sign Pickens.
It is what it is.
We got to sign Pickens for sure. So, and hopefully he don't let that draw out too much. I don't think he will. Because we got the money to sign him. We restructured a bunch of contracts. Hopefully, and I'm glad it's happening right now. We touched on it earlier in the show. We need everybody focused and going in the right direction. So, we picked up Sam Howell, former quarterback from North Carolina. He played with the Commanders and played with, I believe, the Vikings. We picked him up as a quarterback.
Well, I ain't got no problem in quarterback.
Nah, but, one thing that was beneficial for us before last year, Dak went down for a couple games. We put Cooper Rush in there. Offense wasn't as potent, but guess what? We still won games. So, you twist an ankle, you tweak a hamstring or whatever, and you need to sit down for a few games. We need to have that back. And Milton, he's physically gifted, but he's not accurate, and he ain't got it.
Still ain't gonna help y'all even just to get to the Super Bowl. Still ain't
telling
you,
we got to win them games to get to the playoffs. We got to get to win them games to get to the playoffs for sure. So, okay. So, who you to this point, from what you've seen and what you heard, who you think won free agency out of Dallas and Houston right now? Who helped their teams the most?
I mean, offensive-wise, Dallas probably ahead. Like I said, it's still early. I mean, I can't, you got free agent, I know it ends. You got to think about the draft, too.
It's still going on. I mean, they're going to pick up some more.
I mean, I'm not crazy about the GM from Texas, but it's still going on. So
based off what the Texans...
But Dallas probably better. I mean, it's a better team because I know what Houston's problem is. We all know the problem.
What's the problem?
What do you think? O-line and quarterback. And GM.
Well, the quarterback ain't going nowhere.
And offensive coordinator.
Quarterback ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, this is last year. If he don't do what he got to do, and he going to probably be bench early. So what do you mean he ain't going nowhere? He got to step his game up.
So you going to bench him for Mills?
Would you?
Absolutely I would.
Okay,
but I would have did it in playoffs.
Don't take a rocket science.
I would have did it in playoffs. They
don't take a rocket science to realize that, but now they know they got to. The pressure's on them now.
They didn't do it in the playoffs. Why you going to do it in the regular season?
They didn't do it in the playoffs. They going to do it this year, though.
They going to have the cojones to bench Stroud, they number one first-round draft choice.
It's going to be interesting because the pressure's on him hard this year.
I don't know. D'Amico. One drive, and they'd have made the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So that's why it bit him in the butt, Julius, and that's why next year the pressure's on Coleridge, Bernard, Stroud, the fourth. Because keep little slip-ups, they're going to throw his behind out. He's not even from Ohio State, and he's soft once again.
So the question is, has the Texans missed their window as far as taking advantage of where the league was and where they were? Like, that was a goal. Like, all you did do was put Mills in for 2 or 3 drives, and you win the AFC Championship and go to the Super Bowl. And then now you're playing, like, I don't think that running back would have ran on the Texans like he did on New England. I don't think so. And the Texans got way better offensive weapons than New England got. I mean, name a receiver on New England's team that's not named Stephon Diggs. You can't do it.
The boy from LSU caught that one-hand catch.
You can't do it, though.
Yes, you can. At the end of the day, they got good, decent receivers. They have good receivers.
Who's receivers you going to take?
They have a good team. At the end of the day, you got to be smart in front office, and you got to be smart as OC, and you got to be smart to take them out of there. That's why all the pressure's on the GM and everybody now, because if this boy don't do what he got to do this year, he going to get snatched out of there. End of the day, period. Close. Conversation.
So, speaking of quarterbacks, it's important for them to be focused. So, you know what? We touched on the beginning of the show. Dak Prescott has ended his engagement. Allegedly, one of the things that came out is his fiance at the time was not cool with signing a prenup. So, if you in the chat, ladies, you in the chat, you signing a prenup, you got a problem with it?
But my thing, that should have been done a long time ago. I remember when Steven Jackson got married, he kept telling the girl, sign the prenup.
And she didn't sign it.
She didn't never sign it.
Guess what happened?
And the day of the wedding,
they never got married.
It was like a soap opera movie. The day of the wedding, I'm understanding his mom walked up on him and told him, did she sign? And she said, no, you ain't married, you signed it. And he had to, and it hurt him. I mean, he talked about it on Facebook Live and told the story, and I can understand that. But that son's got to be grounded way before the wedding. Grounded when you do what you got to do.
Well, so they were scheduled.
Is that the same girl he got the baby by?
Yeah, 2 kids.
They got 2 kids, yeah.
So here's the thing, though. They were scheduled to get married a month from now. So in April, and evidently it was a destination wedding, and you got hold on. You got people that are gonna travel out the country or travel wherever for your wedding. And, you know, they probably spending thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. So you got to let them know. Yeah. You can't wait till the 2 weeks before.
Yeah, but I'm saying Steven's wedding was on the day of the wedding.
So we got somebody in the chat that said, yes, you would sign a prenup. or no, you wouldn't, or yes, you would not sign a prenup. Go ahead and clarify that for us in the chat. And they also said, but you got 2 children, so she gonna get some money.
She gonna get some money regardless.
She gonna get some money, but I mean,
but you have to do that because you don't want to get everything.
So here's the thing:
if you got kids by you marry her and they get divorced.
Here's the thing. What you don't understand: the prenup just covers what I got now. Whatever he earns after they get married, he got another contract coming. He doing endorsements. He got companies. Whatever he earning after they get married, you get a big piece of that. Oh, she say I would sign the prenup. That's what we got. We got Houston.
Any smart woman would sign a prenup. They would do that. And like you said, they're getting everything. My thing is this. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real.
Go ahead.
Because I know Jerome Bettis did after he retired. That being a leader, why I wait till I have to retire. That's
to do what?
To get married. Some football players do that. With his status, with his health, he probably got another 5 more. He got possibly another 5 more years.
He got another contract. Call it $300 million, 200.
Now I know they got kids, but like I said, but that stuff should have been taken care of. That just don't make no sense. It lets you know what she all about. So I guess she didn't want to sign it. She said, forget it. So I guess she gonna get the child support. But then again, he might can fight that. And again, he might get custody because he got the money.
Right.
Well, I'm sure that if they ain't get married, they gonna break up. Well, I'm just saying, most people I know don't sign that. They don't want to be together.
So it hasn't been clarified whether they're still together, but it doesn't sound like it's real rocky right now.
It's very
real rocky right now because I mean, you got to tell people you're not doing the wedding and all that good stuff. So something very similar. I don't know if it's in the water in Dallas or whatever.
The thing in America is about the dollar, and a lot of these people be in marriages behind the dollar. And that's the problem. Everybody try to get over on each other, and I can't blame him. He's trying to protect himself. Now, you got 2 people get married, and they might got goals. They might don't have a lot of money at all first they wedding, and later on, but they already got that set up. So these days, I don't give, if you're a poor couple, whatever, I can't blame them for that. Because everybody do anything over $1. You never know what can happen in your life, what can happen overnight.
Yeah, I mean, you have situations where the woman might be making more money, too. So the dude should sign a prenup, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
there's a lot of women out here making more than men.
A lot.
And there's a lot of women out here, as long as he brings something to the table, they're going to want to be with that man. But at the same time, the people going to sign them. You know, you're going to hear from your friends and family and all that.
Because, I mean, it's old school. They didn't really do the prenup. It's what, some people say you're setting yourself up to break up when you do a prenup.
But family court, they don't, it's time the way you at, especially being in Texas, they don't care, Melvin. Them people don't care. I know people make regular job. And then what they had to pay for child, they took everything out of my Harlan.
So we got Julius. What you got? So the question is, would you respect your woman more if she signed a prenup?
That's a good question.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. Because, I mean, you know she in it for you and not the dollar. And by the way, whatever you make after that, you're going to get that if y'all do decide to break up and even more.
They may start a business with a prenup and they have to fight with that.
So the question is, not having a prenup, does that mean the woman got something she can hold over your head? You know, anytime you got any strain in a relationship, I'm out and I'll take half your stuff. That we know that goes on quite a bit too. Unfortunately, from that standpoint, you also have Luka. He's going through custody battle with his fiance or former girlfriend. They have 2 girls. They just had one back in December. She's over in Slovenia now, though. He wants her to move to the States. She don't want to move to the States. And she ain't letting. He's seen his kid a total of, allegedly, in the reports, a total of 2 days or less than a week since the kid's been born, because after he flew to Slovenia during the holidays when the kid was born, then he obviously had to come back and play basketball, right? Well, he's the breadwinner. I don't know what she doing, but she ain't making more than him. So whatever she doing, keep the family together. Come on over here to the States. He ain't got no problem going back to Slovenia in the offseason because he does it every year. He's a big family guy. So that's the part that really I struggle with. You decide to create a family, but you don't want to do the things to keep the family together.
Well, she might not want to move over because of Trump. You ever thought about that?
That could be a possibility. She don't mind the money that Luka getting because of Trump.
He get the money, but literally a lot of people don't want to live in this country. People from here because of Trump. It ain't about the dollar. I'm just saying that could be a possibility, but I don't know. But that goes with the category. It happens, and some people just don't want to leave home, man. They don't even get no money. But people don't realize this woman is a foreigner. Money is probably ain't even a problem with her. She probably don't care about it.
It's not about. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the money.
They about that. Either person poor, they come in the money happy, but they ain't gonna just sell their soul for.
I'm not saying she. Once again,
but I don't know.
I didn't
we
say
don't
she
know.
should come here for the money. I said she should come here, keep the family together, and once again, when he's not playing, he gonna come back.
I agree. I know what you're saying, but
it ain't even about the money.
She might have her reasons. Like that could be a reason.
Reasons not to keep your money, keep your family together, brother.
What?
Reasons not to keep your family together. Get in the chat,
well,
women. Dudes, are you supposed to keep your family together, or we?
You're supposed to, but it could be some things.
I thought
we don't know what's going on with that, and we can voice our opinions all day and voice 15 people, but we don't know. Even what I'm saying with who our president is. A lot of people love America. They got out here. They're going back. That could be a reason. It'd be funny if it is.
But once again,
he's not gonna say it.
But once again, I'm not saying she got to move here. Come stay with your man for 2 months. That ain't moving here.
I agree with you bringing the kids over.
Bring the kids over, get your Airbnb.
See, so much craziness going because when you got money, he can keep them hostages over and get them kids hostages. So there's a lot to that.
No, we got some people in the chat saying, yeah, you're right. People scared of America. You know,
yeah,
they might not want to.
It's a lot to that.
Might not want to come
then
over
if
here.
He come over here, he might do some things to keep the kids from going. She might want to be at home with her family too.
No, for sure.
Yeah, you just never know.
For sure. I mean,
because think about it. If you had a wife and she's playing ball, and they pay women real good in Russia.
Yeah.
And y'all had kids.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to send my kids to Russia. I wouldn't mind sending them to Germany, but I wouldn't want to raise.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. Some people look at
America and
like
Russia. So we're Russia now.
No. What I'm saying is, well, yeah, with this man in office. That's what I'm saying. With this man in office right now,
we Russia.
Everybody. The man got a lot of people around the world pissed off. Like I said, we don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's one reason why.
Yeah. So, let us know in our social media. Once again, go to In the Tunnel Sports Media, TikTok, In the Tunnel Sports Media, Instagram, In the Tunnel Sports Media, Facebook. In the Tunnel Sports Media, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Go to our Twitter, our X, In the Tunnel Sports Media X. Let us know what you were thinking, all that good stuff. Look forward to a basketball show that we're going to have coming out here real soon.
Yeah, round the table show.
Round table show with some different people. Some you've seen before, some you haven't. Some you're going to recognize for sure. So we're working on that, which is one of the reasons why we're not talking a lot of basketball today, but we can't sign off. But, I mean, it's March. So March Madness is going on.
We'll still be talking about basketball.
I know. March Madness is going on.
As a basketball show, just like Stephen A. and them. So we'll be talking about it.
Yeah, we're going to still talk about it, but they're going to focus solely on basketball.
Put the word out there pretty soon. Next, we're going to let y'all know what's going on with a documentary I'm working on. Speaking of a documentary, we're working on a documentary, a basketball documentary, and I'll get the details next week.
There we go. My sister gave a shout out. You went on here earlier. Yep. Gave a shout out to my mom. Happy birthday.
I want to know where your nephew at. Tell him about old Mitchell. I want to know where he at.
Yeah, we're going to get him on the show. We're going to get him on the show as well. We're going to get him on the show. So, March Madness. Right now we got the conference tournaments going on. This weekend they're gonna announce the playoff, the bracket, the 64 teams or 68 teams.
Bobby
Hurley, well, I'm not gonna say he got fired, but it's been reported that they're not bringing him back next year, so his contract ended, and they're not bringing him back next year after 11 years at Arizona State. That Hurley family's got a great reputation of basketball tradition, all the way from their dad coaching to, you got the other Hurley at UConn, won national championships.
He's a man but he wins.
They all win. They all win. Yeah. But,
not him.
Hurley, Bobby has struggled.
Not at Arizona State.
He struggled at Arizona State.
He won on a small level at University of Buffalo, but this level
guess what? Look at you competing against. Arizona got the number 1 team in the country. And they just got one of the top recruits.
Melvin, that's one team. That's
in your backyard.
You got the connections.
That's in your backyard.
That's about the dollar. You a Hurley. You got Jersey, New York, all that sold up, and your name around the country. It just can't get the job done. His brother's getting the job done. He can't get the job done. So everybody playing against number 1, number 2, number 3, and all that. Look at University of Nebraska. It's like I tell you about Indiana this year won a championship. Logo is about the coaching and the money and how you put it together. And Nebraska is rolling. I remember Nebraska having a team in the early 90s. It wasn't good that long. They were good, but they ain't known for that. Even though Indiana was good back in '88,
right?
In football, but now they come along playing. Got one of the Dan Ewing scout for the Lakers, and he said that they got one of the best offenses in college basketball. I didn't watch them play. They can play, so they come out nowhere.
So before we go back to football just a little bit. Who do you think is the best rushing edge rusher coming out in the draft this year? I know who everybody got the measurables. Everybody talking about that.
Kid I love is my guy, Medicall Lawrence, kid out of Central Florida. You better watch. I don't care if people go before him. That's gonna be the guy. Athletic, long, come off the edge, stand up. That's who I like. That's who I would go after.
In the first round?
Yeah. Now,
but you can get him in the third, though, right?
No, he'll be
He's gonna be second. He's not
late.
going first round.
He'll be late. He'll be late first, early second. He got a chance. But wherever he goes, you getting a baller. Tell that right now.
So you saying if the Cowboys have a chance to move down, collect picks, you can still pick him up?
Yeah, you can pick up for Cowboys. Yeah,
24th, 25th.
Be a good pickup for the Texans if they can use it. Some teams, if a team need a rusher, a kid like that, get him. So every team can't get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But you asked me that. I thought you was asking me just for football, period. I didn't know you was asking me that. I'm sorry, Dallas Cowboy. This is not a Cowboy show completely.
What are you talking about? It's America's
we'll work
team.
on you get that in the fall.
Everybody
right
needs a star in your life, so I wanted to make sure. It's been a minute. Wanted to make sure and remind everybody that we do cover America's team in detail. Everybody, we care about you, so we want to make sure you got a star in your life. In the Tunnel Sports Media, we care about you, so make sure you tune in to us on a weekly basis. Before we go, you know how we end the show. Truesdale moment.
Yeah, I just say, kids out here got to be careful when they do crazy games. I've been watching stuff on YouTube and seeing these young coaches today, how they got these kids cussing. Like I said, we were talking about the man the other night. I pray and hope that young man from Yates get help, trying to fight the referees and everything. So just keeping it real, man. You got to think before you do things.
Yep.
I don't think everybody really got a mental health problem. I know people try to use that as an excuse. But some people got problems, and I know sometimes it's the parents why some of these kids act the way they act. Can't blame because they got to blame the parents. But you never know who's watching. Because the first thing a kid want to do, y'all want to go to college and play football. Y'all want to go to college and play basketball. Are you going to do what you're willing to take? Are you going to be disciplined enough? It's a different ball game. And if you get them coming up with them attitudes, they ain't coming. And you're not going to get picked up if they got your own film doing crazy stuff. So just out there, if you have class and think, watch what you do because people are always watching you. And there's cameras everywhere.
And once you get on the internet, it's not hard to find you.
And the funny thing about the internet is parents out there, kids out there, they're looking at both of y'all social media. And sometimes these parents in the social media be worse than the kids. They look at all that. And they say, we didn't recruit this kid.
Yep. For the parents, some of these kids aren't getting recruited because some of these institutions, whether it's college or pro, they don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with the parents, and so the kid suffers.
Yep.
The kid suffers. So make sure you're not the reason why your kid doesn't succeed. So once again, make sure you check out our social media. Go on our Instagram. Go on our Twitter. Go on our Facebook.
And our X.
our X. But just as important, make sure you go on our YouTube, like us, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss all the great shows that we have coming up. We appreciate the support. We look forward to seeing you next week. Peace.